Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Wyrock. And in today's episode, we're asking the question, can you tell fact from fiction? This is prompted by an article I read in The Atlantic this week by Noah Hawley, who was lamenting, in his mind, the current state of journalism. I thought that was interesting. A journalist lamenting the current state of journalism. And what he said, I think is true. He said that journalism has increasingly become about feelings, not facts. That what journalists are doing are tapping into conservative or liberal fears, mostly, and exacerbating those, and mostly by looking at possible futures. If President Biden loses to President Trump, here's what might happen. If President Trump doesn't win, here's what they might do to your family. Those kinds of headlines, those kinds of things. They're tapping into what Hawley called the anxious part of the brain, playing the what if game on the possible futures, possible scenarios that could be down there if so-and-so happens. And because we're all feeling fearful, we go looking for that. And because we're looking for that, journalistic entities, which exist to make money, are giving us that. It's a feedback loop. They create things that make us afraid, which we go looking for because we're afraid, and around we go. But Hawley's point is that's not journalism. That journalism's job isn't to stoke emotions, and journalism's job isn't to tell you what might happen in the future. Journalism is supposed to be about facts. Here's what actually is or did happen. Draw your own conclusions. In fact, once you read this article, you can't unread it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And what I mean by that is, just try me. Find an article on whatever news site you like to go to, read it one time for the feeling it gives you, then go back and read it again. Only this time, skip anything that isn't demonstrated, evidenced fact. You'll be shocked at how many articles you are left with zero. In other words, if you redacted everything that wasn't proven, everything that wasn't demonstrated, everything that wasn't verifiable by another source, you would literally have whole news articles that have nothing. That's because all they are is opinion. All they are is possibility. All they are is emotion. And the consequence of that is that as a society, we are increasingly unable to tell truth from fiction, fact from feeling, reality from illusion. And it's spinning us off into anxiety and also into unhealthy states of mind that I have personally seen harm families and friendships and relationships of all kind. Listen, Jesus said, the truth will set you free. He did not say anything about journalism that guesses or journalism that is designed to build your anxiety. Truth is not what CNN writes or Fox News or MSNBC or whatever you listen to or go to for your news. Truth is truth. It's what actually is happening, has happened. And we have to realize that we have become lazy ingesters of news. The reality is that most of us just take everything at face value. We exist in the echo chamber of our political tribe, and whatever we read, whatever headlines, we don't read the articles, we just go with the headlines we think we know. But facts are facts. We have to become consumers of those facts. God's people should be people of truth. If things are getting worse, we should say so. If things are getting better, we should say so. We should not let someone tell us whether things are getting better or worse. We should be looking at the facts themselves. Could it be that you and I feel anxious right now because we are buying the product of companies designed to profit from our anxiety? So start being a better consumer of news. Start looking for truth so that you can be set free from the forces out there that want to whip you into a frenzy. And by the way, while we're on the subject of truth, make sure that as you're ingesting news media, you are at least 1-to-1 ingesting the news of what God has done, is doing, and will do in Jesus in the Bible. Because what you're going to find in the Bible is fact. What you're going to find in the Bible is hard truth of who God is. And that truth, more than anything, is what is going to set you free. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. While you're here, we'd love to ask you to hit subscribe or to like so you get future content. If you listen to the audio version too, make sure you leave a review and a comment. That really helps. Consider sharing it on social media and helping us get the word out. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content that Christ Community Chapel is putting out, including the videos that are around me right now.